Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tevaron here, and welcome back to Hand of Fate 2. You may be wondering why we're on the main menu here, as we typically don't start these episodes this way. Well, when I logged in today, I saw this little gobbo peeking out from the bottom under additional content, so let's see what that's about. Dealer's Apprentice Companion. Free. You have been ever loyal to the game of life and death, and now the dealer himself joins your cause. One new companion card, the dealer, Valanos. 5 new customization cards available after completion of the World Challenge. So the dealer can become our companion at some point? Claim? Thank you. Endless mode coming soon? Sure. So is that now just added into our campaign, or would I have to start a whole new campaign to get that? I don't know. Let's continue, shall we? Oh, I guess it just is straight up here. Enter the game and bust a coin. For your allegiance to the dealer's table, you receive... the dealer, I guess? And a crest? Oh, these are new customization options for appearance, I suppose. Okay, yeah. Sweet. Alright, there's our golden chariot.
No longer go easy on you. The usurper will not do so, and I must test you sorely before you arrive at his gates.
Yeah. Whatever you say, buddy. I just noticed there's a campfire icon over there. Can I go straight there? To camp? What does that do? Okay, I don't know why I never noticed that before, and I don't know what it's doing. Oh, okay, so I guess this is where we alter our appearance and such. Okay, well, I mean, I'm pretty satisfied, to be honest. Let's exit back out of here. Sorry for the waste of time there. So, do we go for strength? I suppose we do. Let's head into strength. Stealing half of an ancient relic from an ogre has left you dying and cursed. Gear up and claim the other half of Edessa's charm. Grievous wounds. Start with 10 life. Eating food does not heal. That sounds horrible. Draknar the Mighty. A high defense will help reduce damage from the ogre's devastating onslaught. Dice. There be dice. Good to know. I am not real sure about how we're going to be able to complete this starting at 10 health, and eating food doesn't heal us. So she's got combo attack, retry precision gambits, and a melee fighter. Can we inspect a little bit closer? When activated, Estralia performs powerful attacks and causes knockdown. Stay close to charge her ability faster. That sounds useful. Optionally, retry any precision gambit, so that's sort of along the lines of Kolbjorn's dice on the dice gambits. A melee fighter fights in close quarters with a sword and defends herself with her pistol. Sure, let's try her out.
It turns against itself.
Apparently so. Alright, we'll continue. Encounters. So... food doesn't heal us. Maybe the alchemist can heal us? Maybe that's useful to throw in there? Guess we'll put in some of these new cards. We'll put in the Mayor and the Road to Goblin Town, not the Deadly Forest. We'll put in Yvonne's Cottage. I don't know why some of these are showing up as new. I thought we put Borrow Burrow in previously. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe we just didn't come across it. My controller's controlling weird. When I push in the direction, it's jumping like 5 or 6 slots for whatever reason. Even with the direction pad. Why is that? Do I need... I may need to restart this if my controller's being all wonky, but... let's go ahead and put in the Elder's Gift, sure. Or actually, maybe we should put in the Shrine. Please get... Darn it. This is real annoying. You know what, guys? Sorry, I'm going to restart everything and pick up again. Hopefully my controller will behave itself after that. Okay, so my restart of the entire computer seems not to have helped at all. The selector is still jumping all over the place. I hope that's evident. Hopefully once we get in, it will just calm itself down. I'll just switch over to the mouse for now. See if we can add stuff. No, it's doing it even with, like, the arrow keys. When I push to the right, it jumps multiple spots. See, it'll skip from Borrow Burrow straight to Street Fighter. Why? Has this DLC that we claimed done this? Interesting. Oh, I think I understand what it is. I think our mouse cursor was over here, so that when we jumped, it made it jump. Maybe if I put it up here, and then, now it's working. I wonder why that happened. I didn't use the mouse at all after launching the game. But anyway, I struggled through adding some cards down there. As you can see, I put in Road to Goblin Town, Yvonne's Cottage, and Mayor of Far West, which I think is Estralia's companion quest, because it has her picture on it. Alright, we're going to put in the Shrine. Also, going to put in some cards that will let us gain resources. Bridge Skirmish seems okay. Distressed Damsel. Not sure I want to put the Goblin in now that I know it's a 1 in 4 chance of actually getting what we ask for. We're going to put in the Soothsayer because the one time we used her before was really good for us. Hopefully it will be again. Temple Prayer seems okay for a blessing. The Old Maiden can maybe heal us. I do. I guess I use her a lot. That was probably what he's commenting on. Winter Solstice. Gain max life. Trade blessings. I guess we'll try that. Probably need to have a blessing when we uncover it, so that's not particularly likely, I guess. See, this reveals the map. Let's not do that. Let's put in the Lost Boy. And Fallen Treasure seems okay. Let's back out. I really hope it's not a huge map like last time. I wish it would let us know when that's going to happen so we could include a bunch of food gain cards like we ended up doing. For the equipment, sure, we're going to try Archer's Bane. Seems okay. Still have yet to uncover Dark Thirst, so we'll put that in along with Wraith's Ire. Always willing to put in Exquisite Blade so that we have something good to sell. We've never gotten Humble Hammer either, so let's put that in. Probably want to put the Gambler's Ring. Ooh, that's a new artifact too. It's got 5 uses. Sure, let's put that in there. Empire's Burden. We've got 6 more slots. We can put a lot of stuff in. Really like Armor of Gluttony. A new helmet. Sure, let's put that in. Let's put in the Lord's Diadem to slow precision gambits. Also put in... Oh, that's a new ring. Oh, Grifter's Companion. We can only put 1 platinum card. I tell you what, let's take out Wraith's Ire. We've used it a lot. We'll try Grifter's Companion. We'll also put in the Gambler's Jewel, since it says there's a lot of dice challenges, which honestly means we should probably be taking Kolbjorn with us, but we want to see how Estralia fares as a companion. I'm probably butchering her name too. And we'll try out Elusive Charm and see what that's all about. We get 3 supplies, so we're starting at 10. I wonder if the max life actually affects that. Let's find out, shall we? We'll put that in. We'll put in food supplies, as that is often useful. We could take the Chieftain's Axe again. It's a little slow, and we're not for sure fighting Corrupted this time. This thing stuns Corrupted. No wonder it was so good versus them in the last challenge. Instead, let's try out... Oh no, I know what we should do. We're not going to take any of the weapons and stuff. We're going to try to cheat the situation of starting at 10 life. Or is that at 10 max life? Let's back out and read that. No, we just start with 10 life, not 10 max life. So, we'll put in the Healing Spirits, which says, in camp, what is it? Restores 10 life when activated, so that should be helpful. Let's do that. As food does not heal us, but we do still need food to keep from starving. Probably not the most optimal setup, since we don't... These never really give us enough information about what's going to be ahead to properly prepare, so let's proceed.
It seems you too are hasty. Here is our evidence of your eagerness to leap into difficulties you cannot face. You must know yourself, hone yourself, sharpen your wits and your sword against the challenges ahead.
Well, we'll do our best. So the extra health did help us, because we get a 90 life injury card. So good to know. Left for dead. The bitter taste of blood is the first indicator that you're still alive. Blind and disoriented, you make out a voice calling to you. By the way, I apologize if any untoward sounds come through. I'm having to have a cough drop constantly in my mouth right now due to allergies and things. Hopefully that won't come through on the recording, but as I said, if it does, very sorry. A pair of hands shake you upright. As you open your eyes, you see Australia leaning over you, looking the worse for wear. What happened? Australia gestures you to be quiet. She presses her back against a boulder beside you and grimaces, holding her side. As your head clears, a booming voice echoes out from deep in the foggy marsh. "Oh, where have you crawled, ghasted mice? Let your insides be gut and bones be crushed." It's an ogre. It did mention an ogre. Fee-fi-fo-fum and all. You peer around the rock, and from the mist steps an ogre, 3 times as tall as a man and with a lumpen, vicious face. His one good eye darts about wildly as he surveys the area, hunting for something. Probably us. The ogre grunts and scoops up a broken, shining trinket from the ground, splashed red with blood. "Ruined with your dirty blood, wretched cut purses, riven in two." His great hideous face turns red. "If thou listen here, I will find the twin, then I will eat thine eyes." The ogre lifts his club and smashes a tree trunk in anger. The tree creaks and crashes to the ground as Draknar the ogre turns and disappears back into the mist. So how do we know his name? Estrella grimaces. I think it's Estrella. Yeah, we'll go with that. Grimaces as she holds her side, attempting to hide the severity of her injuries. "Here, you are injured." She throws you a medical herb, or medicinal, I just can't read today. Herb bun. Weak to your bones, you gratefully take a bite. Okay. And the bread turns to ash in your mouth. You consume one food. Food does not heal. Estrella scoffs, one of her eyes closed with blood. "That wretched relic we sought, I believe there is a curse on it." With a sinking realization, you pull the other half of the ogre's trinket from your pack. Sure enough, you feel a wrongness emanating from it. Half of Edessa's charm. Fractured, while holding only half, food does not restore life. and the card cannot be discarded. Looks like a medallion or a coin, doesn't it? A stab of hunger hits your stomach. There is only one thing for it. You must steal back the other half from the ogre that almost killed you. The closest town is Drapier, Estrella whispers hoarsely. We cannot hope to defeat an ogre now. Summoning your remaining strength, you lift yourself to your feet and stagger to town. Yes, but first...
Gather yourself before you travel further.
I will gather this healing thing. Hopefully it works. Please. And it does, so it is not equivalent to food. We're going to use it all. Maybe not the best use of a supply slot, but it at least takes us up from 15 to 45. And we're going to break camp. There's really nothing much worth doing there at present.
These tokens represent the expansion of the game. More options, more cards, more opportunities.
Right, we're well aware of that, dealer. By the side of a waterfall, you meet a young woman with striking gray hair. She is holding a baby. Greetings, traveler. Treat these waters with caution. They are not to be meddled with. If you're parched, you're welcome to stop by my cottage. I have a pie cooling on my windowsill, too. Behind her, a little wooden sign reads, Waterfall of Youth, very dangerous, stay clear. So it can potentially turn us into a baby, maybe? I'm Yvonne, the woman says as she leads you to her cottage. As was promised, a hearty beef pie awaits you. You enjoy it with a side of mashed potatoes. Excellent. Wonder if she's related to our tag-along from a few episodes ago. With the meal finished, Yvonne asks you to help her while she puts the baby to sleep. The rare sunshine flower grows nearby, and she'd like you to gather a bloom. It feels impolite to refuse. The sunshine sprouts from the rocks behind the waterfall. If you were careful, you could climb out to retrieve one without falling into the water. Ah, so this must be the challenge. Well, we put it in here to get the token, so we might as well. Remembering the warning, you inch your way up along the rock while gingerly moving from stone to stone. Ah, and it is a precision gambit. Oh!
The pendulum is ever changing, and the challenges it presents change too.
So this one's only half moving. I don't know if that's easier or harder. One would assume easier. And she should let us retry it, so... too late. Yes, let's retry. And too early. I just cannot seem to get that right.
You must harness your will and find the quiet stillness inside you.
Yes, yes, yes. Your boots slip on the wet stones and you fall headfirst into the water, scraping your fingertips on the way down. So do we become a baby? Does this end our whole adventure? No, we lose 10 life, though. You shake your head groggily and pull yourself from the river. The current has deposited you somewhere far from Yvonne's cottage. When you look in the mirror that night, you notice the lines of your face have disappeared. Okay, so we don't get healed by getting youthened a bit? At least we didn't become a child, right?
I admire that you have other skills beyond violence. Yet, if there's one thing that the usurper has taught me, it's that violence can sometimes answer questions that otherwise have none.
In the context of a game, I would definitely agree. Your road through the mire slows your day's journey. To avoid swelling bogs, you press on to higher ground and happen upon an old road through the marshland. To the left, you see a group of cloaked thieves blocking the road. The dealer reveals the next greed monster card in the deck. So 5 thieves. You check the path to the right. You hear the distant sound of a group of raiders squabbling in the northern tongue. So we get frost on this one. I guess we get to choose what we go against. So a shaman, or is that 2 shamans of frost? Well, let's see what we've got as far as equipment. So a neglected sword and a wooden shield. I think I'm going to go ahead and equip the villager's axe. And then we're going to fight the bandit, or the raiders, the northerners. by ourselves, sadly.
Your artifact is empty now and will be of little use to you here.
I'm well aware we used every bit of it to get above 15 health, sir. Okay, so it's just a single shaman. This shouldn't be too bad, honestly. She doesn't have companions to heal. Oh, no, no, no. Roll out. There you are. Where did you go? Over here? Yep, that little maneuver of yours there is not going to help you at all when you don't have companions for it to heal. I think we definitely made the right choice of what to fight there. With the raiders defeated, you notice some equipment hidden off the path in the mire. Perhaps they were guarding it. You slide down the bank to the treasure. Ah, and we have to roll for it, eh?
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
Huh. So we would need at least a 4 on that one. So probably just re-rolling the 1 is our best bet. Not quite. You lose your balance as you slide, knocking the item into the bog and losing it forever. Disappointed, you scramble up the bank to continue your journey. At least we got 2 fame. Would love to have gotten the equipment for sure. We'll go down.
You must be ready for whatever will come. The usurper will give us no warning.
So we've got 5 Empire soldiers without our companion. We've still not actually seen her in combat yet, so looking forward to that if we can survive this onslaught. Alrighty. Yep. Nope. Try to be as defensive as we can. Yep. Oh, no, 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 no. Wrong button again. Nope. Nope. Darn it. Oh, darn it. All right. Well, nope. No, thank you, sir. Nope. Hitting the block button prematurely. All right. Well, that was very unfortunate. Knocked 20 enemies off of ledges during combat. Well, that's great. Doesn't really comfort me much as we're at 3 health. With the brigands defeated, you search the area for supplies. Food that can't heal us. So if we have to retry this, which we are almost certainly going to have to since I'm at 3 health, we know we don't need to include the food supply card.
Push forward towards your final confrontation.
No, we want to fully explore this. Oh, well, never mind, I did it anyway.
Too many words obscure the actual truth of the matter. Sometimes simple actions tell all.
Darn my undexterous fingers. Approaching Draper's Gate, you notice a woman of enormous stature dressed in a blue tunic and leather apron. 3 smithing hammers hang from her waist. The woman rushes forward and embraces you, burying you in her chest. "The gods be praised," she cries. "I thought surely you'd be dead." She releases you and looks you up and down. "Look at you," she says before you can get a word in. "That foul beast didn't hold back now, did it?" She whips around to face your companion. "Estrella," she bellows, "you call yourself a captain of the Empire, letting this poor girl go off to fight an ogre unprepared? You should know better." Estrella adjusts a blooded bandage and shrugs. She insisted. As she pauses for breath, you seize your chance to interrupt. Who are you, lady? You apparently know us.
I'm Adrian, the blacksmith's daughter, she says, surprised. We met at the Black Owl pub the night before you set off to steal Edessa's charm. I almost broke your wrist arm wrestling, remember?
She pauses for breath. Tell me about Edessa's charm. She pokes at the broken ornament gingerly.
Forgive me if I don't take it. The curse of Edessa's charm only affects the wielder. If it makes you feel any better, the ogre is probably starving now too. From the looks of the silver work, this is an old relic indeed.
Yeah, we know food doesn't heal. Could you not hold it for a second so that we could eat and heal? That would be awesome. As she pauses for breath, you seize your chance to interrupt. Ask about the ogre.
Draknar, she says, or Draknar the Mighty as he is known, has lived in these parts for an age. Many have tried to fell the beast before you two misfits, that's for sure, she explains, but few live to tell their tale. The ogre is notorious for ambushing travelers and traders alike. Not even Empire soldiers are safe in these parts, accumulated a wealth of treasures plucked from his victims, including that cursed relic you have now.
As she pauses for breath, we can ask another question, but there are no more, so on we go. Adrian shakes her head.
One blow from Draknar's club would crush you. You won't survive it unless you get a good set of armor on you.
Increase our defense. We are trying to do so.
Listen, I help run a traveling forge. It's currently heading here.
Okay, so that's how we get out.
Come see us. We'll sort you out with some good and proper armor.
Is that our glutton armor we put in, or a whole different type of armor? Oh wow, we need to get 60 defense? The piece of Edessa's charm weighs heavy in your pack. You wish to fling it into the mire, but some strange magic stays your hand. Starving and injured, you rest a while in town. And that doesn't heal us either. More stirring in the mire, your day's travel is slow and long, the sun's rays now gone, a chill fills the marshlands. To avoid the swelling bogs, you press on to higher ground and happen upon an old road through the marshland. Okay, so we have greed again. It's 2 silencers. Silencers are deadly. And a captain of steel, which is also pretty freaking deadly. I think we're going to try the Empire, though. At least, perhaps we can see what Estrella's, I'll never pronounce her name correctly, special thing is.
A captain fighting on your side. Interesting.
Need to remember that these captains will still have pistols. Oh, you look rather neat, lady. Ha, indeed. Having only ever known military life, Estrella's high rank and fame were justly earned. When activated, Estrella performs powerful attacks and causes knockdown. Stay close to her to charge her ability faster. Maybe we can get her to knock down this guy then. Oh, and I just die because I push block instead of dodge. Great. Well.
Slain. In time, you will gain the skills you need.
One would hope so. The main problem is I don't have a lot of manual dexterity. Not to make excuses or anything, but I have hypermobile joints, so my fingers don't always go where I wish them to go when I try to push a button. But that aside, we're going to keep pressing forward. However, that is going to be in the next episode with a little bit of foreknowledge about how to better prepare. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode despite my ineptitude. If you have, let me know in the comments and by leaving a like below, and of course subscribe if you'd like to see more in the future. I have been Tevaron, and until next time, friends, be excellent to each other.